Hello YouTube Vintage Stereo Restorers. Here's a mid-70s Sansui 210 stereo receiver. Nice silver face, analog tuning dial, backlit. I'm just going to turn it on so you can see how nice the dial looks. It's got the original bulbs in it from what I can tell. The meter lamp works. The two end bulbs work. There's a bulb on the pointer. And there's a stereo lamp in here too. They all come on. This looks to be very low. I got this from the end of an estate sale. It was one of the leftover items. One thing I notice about it is it's got a little bit of grime on the knobs and stuff, but the faceplate is really, boy, that's nice. I don't take these knobs off and soak them in baby shampoo. That really gets the grime off them, gives them a bit of sparkle. Everything turns. It's stiff, not sloppy. The tape monitor switch can sometimes be noisy on these. So can the dual concentric volume control, just like we were talking about in another unit where I had to replace it. Tight selector, no crackling. I haven't sprayed the controls. I don't think they've ever been sprayed. Let's take a peek inside. Swing it around here. Yeah, so it's a little Sansui. It's a decontented from some of their bigger ones. I had a Sansui TR700 here several weeks ago, and that had a lot of boards and a lot of components. Of course, it was several years earlier. These were an attempt to bring more people in at a lower price point, and that was happening. All the companies were doing that at the time, but it really is a well-built receiver. The AM/FM stereo is on one board. You've got TO66 outputs on this metal piece. Some I've seen with TO220s, the black chiclets. Over here, you basically got from the phono stage all the way up to the output stage. Some big caps, and just for fun, I've already pulled a few out. Well, a few to replace them with. So there's the 1000 microfarad, the main cap. I'm going to put in a 2000, which is much smaller than that era. And then there's the output caps, 1000 microfarad for 1000 microfarad, which is right. You shouldn't make that one too big. It changes the sonic characteristics. It's got full-size controls, not the small ones that wear out and get loose. But it does have a bit of a dull sound to it and a bit of a hum. The hum will be from this main cap. The dull sound, these gray Elnas lasted, the caps that you see right in there, but they degrade and you lose your highs, you lose your bass, you end up with kind of a thin, muddy sound. But that's not a big deal. This is easy to work on. You flip it over, everything's accessible from one side or the other. There's a couple metal covers to reject noise. And you can see a couple things here, like on the back. The input jacks, okay? Look how clean they are. Very little scraping from being, being changed. Now it's possible you could put an amp, install an amp in 1974, hook everything up to it, and it's there until 2023. And then you unplug them, it would look the same. But there's not a lot of fingerprinting, scratching. The wood sleeve I took off already because I wanted to look inside. The wood sleeve is 9.5 out of 10. It's in really nice shape. Just a couple little light bumps on it. This faceplate also, this is why I bought it. The condition, the faceplate, and the dial. Really nice. It's a baby Sansui, but like I just said in a video, small amps, small receivers from this era are just as good. They have the same build quality, they have the same sonic characteristics, and until they seriously started decontenting receivers, around 1980, and got into SDK modules and stuff, Sansui had a unique sound, Kenwood had a unique sound, so did all the other Japanese makes, and then the US stuff like Dynaco and Heathkit has a unique sound. for engineering reasons, component selection. So these still had a Sansui personality, which is kind of neat. And not everybody can afford a high-end restored Sansui 999, like from that series. Even the 555s, I'm seeing them going restored $600-700 now or higher. So if you want to get into something for, this, by the time it's done, will be less than $200 restored. So that's actually really decent, and it'll be enjoyable to listen to. Thanks for watching and listening.